Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 3 for the NES. We have Shadow Man and Spark Man stages left for the Doc Robot stages. And they're both pretty hard. I am going to be playing Shadow Man stage first. And oh boy, if you thought Shadow Man stage was difficult the first time around, well, these spikes are a taste of things to come. You want to position yourself very carefully and make these drops. Leap off the edge, and you want to leap high enough that you don't do that. That is something that is very easy to do, as you can see. Now if I mess this up, I'm just going to use Rush Jet. Okay. Once you make it past those spikes, you want to hold right, so that way you don't leap into those spikes in the lower left-hand corner. Jump straight up, climb straight up, shoot this guy down, climb straight down, and then climb straight down here. Be ready to slide under this guy. I was a little bit too slow there, but that's alright. I don't want to shoot these guys down. Now at this point I want to use the magnet missile. Now these red platforms, well this one red platform that you see right here, when you leap on them, they will part and force you to drop. You don't want to spend a whole lot of time on them. You just want to make your way over to the other side as quickly as possible. The reason I have the magnet beam, or magnet missile rather, this is a Mega Man 1, is because of the things that turn the room dark. Just in case. Up here, down, and then to the right. We did it. We don't have to deal with those platforms until Dr. Wily's stage, because you know we're going to have to deal with them again eventually. You know how Dr. Wily's stage loves to reuse elements from other stages, and there's quite a lot of elements that Dr. Wily's stage will very much reuse in the third game. And now, I want to equip the needle cannon. And I am going to have to get an energy tank ready, because we're going to face Woodman, and we don't have Atomic Fire or Metal Blade anymore. So we have to wait for the leaf shield to go away, jump over that, avoid the leaves as best as we can. We're probably going to have to take a whole lot of damage, and this is where I start using my energy tank, or one of them at least. Obviously going to take a minimum of 3 cycles to beat the Doc Robot Woodman, but it's definitely doable. And once we're here, we can refill on some energy and take on some Bolajos. First one is the hardest to take down because those balls will take you by surprise if you don't know how far away to stand and when to jump. There's no way to really hide from it in any way. I might as well go ahead and refill the needle cannon, why not? And I am doing really bad at just shooting these guys down. Maybe I should reuse the, yeah, I want to lure these parachute guys down. And now we're going to have the little red leaper robots. The ones that are really hard to... Wow, game. Way to tease me with that. But yeah, those little leaping robots there, the ones that are really hard to shoot down with the arm cannon, they make another appearance here. That's why it's good to have the magnet missile in this section, because the magnet missile will make real quick work of them. And I want to wait for these parachute guys to make their way down. All the way down. He's gone. And Magnet Missile just saw that guy coming. Thanks, Magnet Missile. I did not know that the Magnet Missile could do that. But yeah, if you couldn't already tell, quite a bit of platforming. 2 missed opportunities for 1-ups, very, very sadly. And those parachute guys. Thankfully, patience will really win the day there. Second section is much easier compared to the first section, if you know what to do. Yeah, I just now realized I need to equip the Shadow Blade for this Doc Robot, because we're going to be facing Heat Man. Sadly, we do not have Bubble Lead, but we can still do some distance-based fighting with the Shadow Blade at least. You just gotta watch out for the fire he throws. Thankfully, you can slide away to get away from him. And sometimes he'll dash forward like super early, which can be a pain. That's why it's always good to have an energy can ready in case he does that, because as I mentioned in the last video, the Doc robots are bigger than the Robot Masters from Mega Man 2 that they're supposed to represent. So jumping over them, not the easiest thing in the world. Also, I believe for fake Heat Man, you can also use Hard Knuckle. That takes a little bit of time to do, but it can be done. I also believe that you can use... I know you can use another weapon for fake Woodman. I want to believe that you can use Hard Knuckles for him as well. Future me will probably have to edit that part. But anyway, for the password for red dots, we have A4 and E4. And for the blue dots, we have A3, B2, B5, D3, and F4. So let's go ahead and head to Sparkman's place, because that's the only place we have left. And this one definitely has its hazards, much like Shadow Man does in terms of spike pits. I want this guy to drop down so I can kill him. And thankfully all of our weapons are refilled, so we don't have to worry about using weapon energy for anything at the very beginning of the stage. And before I get on that ladder, I do want to equip Gemini Laser. I don't want to wait till I'm on the ladder to do it, because you still drop off the ladder when you pause. I believe they fixed that in Mega Man 4. Aim to the side, take down that bug. There you go. Yeah, it still does the teleport back into existence thing when you pause, much like the first two games. They would fix that in 4. And these little spinning things are actually conveyor belt platforms, and they can be a pain in the butt if you don't know how to deal with them. At least there isn't much in terms of things that can really ruin your life, but here, if you're not careful with these things, they can send you into the spikes. But that's what Rush Jet is for. Let's just use Rush Jet for that and say we got through that legit. Why don't we? Sure, I'll refill Rush Jet, why not? And that missile came back. Oh, thank you, missile. Want to take care of all these things. And sure, why not? Let's refill the Rush Coil as well. If we make our way over here. Now I believe, yeah, next part I want to use... What did I use? Oh yeah, the Magnet Missile. I definitely use Magnet Missile for this one. Here is Metal Man. Now you don't have the conveyor belt this time. Whenever he fires, you fire, he fires. Be ready to jump over stuff every time you fire a Magnet Missile at him. Which will always follow him, by the way, because he always jumps and then shoots while you do things that involve firing a weapon. You can also use the Shadow Blade, but that involves getting in close and I don't recommend it. Plus, he can still leap from one side of the room to the other if you do get too close to him. And I didn't want to risk that, obviously. So, Magnet Missile it is. Let me get some energy, and you want to be very careful here. One bad move can be your last. Unless you have another life, of course! You are kidding me! No checkpoints! I'm gonna have to do this all over again! Wow, game, that is harsh! I can't believe the game actually would not put a checkpoint after Fake Metal Man. Oh, it's easy. You can get us through it again in like another 3 to 4 minutes. No, I don't feel like doing it. No. No, game. I'm gonna stay silent in case I need to edit again. Oh my gosh! Thankfully, I had just enough energy for the magnet missile to beat Metal Man, or Fake Metal Man, a second time. Which means we can now do this, where we fight off evil robot screws and despawn the laser barrier things, which is actually pretty cool. I'm glad you can do that. Matter of fact, you can despawn all of these things. Now, I know you can despawn this one. And we did. Good. Now, I know you can despawn this one, too. And we did. Now, here's the hardest part. Because of the slowdown. Come on, get there. Yeah! Sped up a little bit, and that actually scared the heck out of me because I thought I was going to fall into that pit. But it worked. Okay. I am going to use Search Snake for this. You can also use Gemini Laser for the next Doc Robot that we're going to face, which is Quickman. And once again, Doc Robots are bigger than the Robot Masters they are supposed to represent. Wow, he damaged me right there. But thankfully, we have a checkpoint. Oh yeah, I never refilled Gemini Laser. Not when I killed that one bug. And if you mess up on the aiming, you can't pause the game to switch weapons until it disappears. And I'd rather be hit by the boomerangs than by the Doc Robot himself, because you're getting hit by the Doc Robot himself, actually running into him. No, that's not what I wanted. That does much more damage. Come on! Oh, come on. That, wow. I can't pause the game until the weapon leaves the screen. I don't want Rush Coil! Jeez! I do not like the drop-down menu for Mega Man 3 at all. Thankfully, they just did the whole thing that took the screen. They just gave you like a completely separate screen from like Mega Man 4 onwards, but still, that's annoying. Anyway, this guy just loves to jump around and hit you. And it's a good thing I pause. Let's take our time, move the energy can, and then do this. No, no. Snake, Snake. Game, Snake. Thank you. Jeez, that was harder than it should have been. So basically, just stay close, don't let him hit you. If you're gonna get hit by something, get hit by the boomerangs. And you should be good to go against Doc Robot Quickman. You can also use a Gemini laser, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're a really good shot with it. Anyway, when you beat all of the Doc Robots and the Doc Robot stages, you get this battle with Brakeman. Let's go ahead and do it, because it's obviously not going to take very long. And apparently, Brakeman is supposedly this guy's name, but he looks a little different. What is up with that Sniper Joe eye? That's interesting. Has this guy been evil the entire time and just wanted us to be led straight to Wily? Well, anyway, Dr. Light will tell you that right after we got the last element, Dr. Wily ran off with Gamma, which pretty much proves that Wily was the bad guy the entire time. Not much of a surprise, right? Well, we see Dr. Wily fly off in his UFO here. And then we can finally do the Wily stages proper. And here we are at the first Wily stage. But we're going to start tackling those in the next video. So join me next time where I start going further and further into Dr. Wily's castle once again. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!